I'm Bailey.
And I'm Shanice.
This is a video that we made to help you study for the principles of light, like refraction, and absorption. Hope you enjoy it.
We are never going to learn all this by next period.
I know. I know that light travels in waves, but it's just reflecting and refracting, and there's just so many words, and I just can't tell the difference.
Well, our book says that reflecting is when energy such as light bounces off of an object.
Yeah, I know that part. I guess that's what happens when you look in a mirror. The light bounces off of the mirror and reflects, and you see the opposite image than what comes in. And this image is quite beautiful.
Well, the book also says that light can refract.
Yeah, I remember that too. Refraction is when light or sound waves bend as they pass through an object. That was the thing with the pen in the water, right?
Yeah, I remember that. Look, when this highlighter is put into the water, it looks like it's broken. But it's really just the bending of the light waves as they go through the water.
That's cool. It does clear it up a little bit. What was that thing that our teacher said about absorption? I thought that absorbing only had to do with like paper towels and sponges and stuff.
I think it has to do with colors. Let me see, I wrote that down somewhere. Okay. Here it is. Absorption is the loss of light as it passes through a material, generally due to its conversion to other energy forms, which is usually heat.
So an object absorbs light and turns it into heat? What does that have to do with colors?
Well, this says the darker the color, the more light it absorbs. So a black object will absorb more light than a white object because of the color spectrum of light.
Oh yeah, I think I remember her talking about that. The teacher used this little glass triangle called a prism, and she made the white light from the flashlight turn into a rainbow. I think she called it the electromagnetic spectrum.
Wow, that's impressive. So what you're telling me is that when light is broken up, it is made of a bunch of different colors, and when light hits an object, that object absorbs some of those colors and reflects the other ones?
Well, I didn't say that last part, but it sounds right.
It is right. That's why we see color, because the light reflects off of an object and we see the color that is reflected. It's like when you're in a room with bad lighting and the color of your shirt looks a little darker or can look a different shade. It's because of the light reflecting off of it.
Wow, now I'm impressed. So basically, how much light gets absorbed depends on the object and what color it is?
And what it's made of.
How does that make a difference?
Well, some objects, like this table, reflect light way better than this sweater. Fabric is really good at absorbing light, especially dark fabric.
So that's why my mom tells me not to wear my black t-shirt in July. It's because she doesn't want me to get overheated. This whole time I thought she just didn't appreciate my sense of style.
She was just looking out for you, but that shirt is kind of ugly.
Hey.
It's true. So I think I'm starting to get this light stuff a little more. What about you?
Definitely. In fact, I'm feeling so confident, I think that we deserve a little break.
That sounds like a great idea.
But if you close your eyes, does it almost feel like nothing changed at all? And if you close your eyes, does it almost feel like you've been here before? How am I gonna be an optimist about this? How am I gonna be an optimist?
I had a crazy dream that we passed our science tests.
Well, I hope it was a prediction of the future.
I think it could be now that we've studied so much. Do you want to review one more time before we leave?
I think so. Okay, so reflection is when energy bounces off of an object.
Right. And refraction is when light or sound waves bend when they go through an object.
Absorption is the loss of light as it passes through a material, generally due to its conversion to other energy forms. It had a lot to do with the colors of the object and the electromagnetic spectrum.
Which you can see through a transparent triangle called a prism.
Well, study hall is over. Time to take this science test.
I'm so ready to get my A. Cue the Mulan song.